All right, we're here at Veterans Memorial, the highest point in the stadium. Here's the crow's view right above the press box. And we are in week 3, unbelievably. First, shout out to Bo and his lieutenants for getting this field in tip-top shape. They were against it and came here Friday with the family. Great atmosphere. To DJ, the athletic director, keep playing the AC/DC. I like that touch. Field looks great. First time we ever went Crimson Tide in the end zone. And, you know, I know that's something a little different, but I like it. I know this week we're going to paint it up a little bit more. Tamaqua coming to town, but let's talk a little bit. Last week we said between the first and second week is the most improvement. By just based on that standard, Pottsville improved a lot. So
yeah, you know, going back to the stadium really quick. I mean, this what a great effort by not just the administration, not just the maintenance staff, but so many community volunteers came out here, you know, during the course of the summer. And it's as beautiful as it looked in the years, I'm told by many. So proud of the effort that everyone put forth, and you know, our kids see it, our kids understand it, realize it. So Veterans Place is a great place to watch a football game. Unfortunately, we're home again this week, but you know, yeah, definitely between week 1 and week 2 of the high school football season is generally your biggest jump, and I think that's especially true now with only one scrimmage. I mean, don't forget, for years. I started off way back when we had the 2 scrimmage era.
Right.
And the first scrimmage was more of a it wasn't down and distance, it was more 10-10, 10-10. You were in the huddle with the kids, you're on the field correcting. And then your second scrimmage was more of a little bit of a start to that, but then you do special teams and go down and distance in game situation. And now you have to squeeze that all into one scrimmage. So sometimes you don't know exactly where you are heading into week 1 of your season. And I think that was a little bit true this year with us being here for the first time, with these kids for the first time, installing new systems on the offense and defensive side of the ball. So going into our week 2 game with Jim Thorpe, we certainly were much more comfortable, and certainly was a big improvement on both sides of the ball.
what was the feeling like walking down to the field for the first time?
It was exhilarating. It really was. You know, I never experienced that before in the student body and the junior high players.
Did you have butterflies?
Yeah, it was exciting. It really was. You know, I try to be very even keel before the game. You know, after our talk and coming down the field, because you have to have your mind and be dialed in right away. So, but it was experience, no doubt. Lots of people interested, and I think it was a whole renewed energy in the stadium. You know, with the new lights and the new, you know, new sort of decor. So it was obviously a fun night from start to finish.
The lights are great. It's definitely, like I said, I was in the stands and it was like, oh, it's kind of like dimming the lights and like get ready for the show now. It's
unique, it really is. You know, the field certainly is the spotlight.
So in my, you know, I do a little research every week, and I found this article. And tell me who they're talking about here. Well, fans, Batman and Robin were there. Batman in the person of nativity tackle Mike Brennan, opening up huge holes for his companion Robin, who was being portrayed by John Lieberman. Batman led Robin through, over, and around all arch criminals. That's great writing, by the way, from the Republican.
Yes. It was 1986.
What happened in this Myers? This Myersville nativity game feels like it needs like a 30 for 30. There was a couple letters to the editor about it. A lot of bad feelings. Not that I don't mean to open up a wound here, but there's a place I'm going with it, but
I don't totally remember. I think that was the game where it ended here at the end with a field goal.
Okay.
It was a really close game, 17-13.
No shaking hands afterwards?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember the details of it, but I do remember that. I think it was a 13-10 game, and they lined up, kick a field goal, it was a bad snap, and sort of a crazy play ensued, and they ended up scoring and winning the game.
I'm gonna do some.
But I'm not 100%
I'm gonna do some more research on it, because it seems like there was a lot of bad blood. Now, do you ever throw on the old nativity highlights and show the team, like, guys, this is how you block?
Never. Those days have long
They took a shot at you though. They said, not at you particular. They said the old line was last year, before your senior year. They said they would just block and watch John Lieberman run. I don't know. Was that true or?
No, there's some truth to that. He was a different player, special player. Obviously.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Yep.
But what I'm getting at is, I was here for the first quarter, and our offensive line was clearing out holes. There was a 3rd down and 8, I believe, a 4th and 2, and they converted. And coming off that Shamokin loss, I mean, that was huge. That to me set a good tone. Like, all right, these guys are ready to play today.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a group I work with every day. I love that group of kids. They're tremendous. They're tremendous people. They've been great in the off-season weight room, great in the preseason, and as the season's gone on, they've gotten better and better here in the early going. Fundamentally, they're playing very good football, really quick, and certainly much sooner than I thought they would. We run exceptionally well, so our kids are doing a great job. We had a little bit of a trickle down with the loss of Ryan Galen, which is devastating for our program and devastating for Ryan. I mean, senior captain, hard worker, great kid, so involved in our school community here and beloved in our school community. Season-ending knee injury, so he'll be finished for the year. So that happened really quick in the Shamokin game, 4 plays in. So we had to move Jacob Filiak to guard and move Cole Cesare to tackle, which both are very, very good football players, and they'll do a great job for us. But it also trickles down our defense as well. We're not able to get as many guys playing one way as we like. Cole's got to play a lot more 2 ways right now. Has sort of put some younger guys like Eli Accardi into the mix of having to perform a little quicker than we thought they could, and he certainly has done that through 2 weeks, and we're proud of him for doing that. So, but that offensive line is coming together nicely. Our pass protection's been good. We work hard at the run schemes and the pass protection every week, and I feel like they're going to get better and better. And 3 of those 5 guys right now are underclassmen.
I wanted to say before, I know we're in week 3 because leaves are changing colors, but your football coach's voice is getting into mid-season form. You're getting a little bit of that gruff, and you seem to have it all year round. I'll see you in April, and you still have it a little bit.
Yeah, I just think my inflection. I don't know, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a cold coming on. Who knows? I think something's going around a building. But it's we have to practice hard. And we are very intense at practice, and our tempo is really good, and we're always on kids and demanding. Tuesday, Wednesdays are our physical work days. And Thursday becomes more of a mental work day, and Monday's more of a preparation mental day. So. And take care of your body type day. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays are work days for us, no doubt about it. And it's from start to finish, we practice and we practice and play hard.
Now Tamaqua's coming to town. They're 2-0. They had a big win last week against a strong North Schuylkill team. They're physical. What do we need to do to get a win here?
They obviously caught everyone off guard last week with the handling of North Schuylkill. A 34-17 win. They want to run the football, no doubt about it, to the tune of 84.9%. All right, so they are going to run the football. All right, when they're under center, they run the football 87% of the time. So that's the big thing with them.
It's coming.
Yeah, you must stop toss. They love to run toss to the edge. They run toss 32%. We have 159 plays in them. They run toss 32% of the time.
Wow. They
build their counters, 2 separate counters in off of their toss. And that's the meat and potatoes of what they do. When they stress, they line up in power I, and they try to come right at you. And they have the running backs to do it. With Waylon, with the Cuck kid, who's certainly their short yardage runner, number 33, and a very good linebacker. And they'll run the waggle stuff off when they lure you to sleep. They have the ability to do that as well. They're 13 to 24 passing in the season. They're 2 games. So they put up 38 on Penn Argyl. They put up 34 on North Schuylkill. They have the ability to keep the ball out of your hands and run the clock and shorten the game, and that's exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, and they kind of take on the identity of their coach. I mean, Bonner, he's jacked. I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, he's excited, So
you know what? I knew Sam for a long, long time. He's been there 17 years and has longevity and done a great job with that program. And that's always been the word is he does such a great job in the weight room. He's so involved in the weight room with the kids, and the kids do such a great job in the weight room. Believe it or not, I've never had an opportunity to play against Tamaqua or coach against Tamaqua. It's one of the few places I haven't coached a game or a few teams I haven't played against in my career. So having watched them on film this week, what I also learned about Tamaqua is they're so very well schooled, especially our offensive linemen. They get to second level exceptionally well. I mean, they're really fundamentally sound in the offensive line. And every few years they have that group of seniors, all right, that have like the 2019 team. I believe it was.
Yes.
So they went to the Eastern Final.
Yes.
When they lost to Wyoming area, the defending state, the state champion that year, up at Valley West, because I was actually up at that game. And this is that cycle where here we are 5 years later, and they have another group of seniors. These kids were in the junior high the year they had that success, and this group of seniors, does a really nice job, and you know, we have to play a very good football game on Friday night to win this game.
I touched on before about the 4th and 2. Is that just kind of the attitude? We're gonna play it aggressive here. We're not gonna settle for 3, that kind of stuff, or is it just kind of you looked at the front, you looked at what they were giving you, and you just had trust in the guys?
Yeah, we felt like we had momentum. You know, we feel like, again, our kids are really dialed into scheme. We felt we had a chance, and actually, one thing in the scheme went against us that particular play, but Juju did a nice job of reacting, and Juju's a physical runner, as you see, and he was
very physical. I love watching him run.
He was able to sort of will himself to a first down there. It was huge to get that first. We need that confidence as a football team. We are still very young, and we are still very new together. So plays like that on 4th and 2 to convert, that we ultimately need the touchdowns in the opening drive. Then obviously plays at the end of the first quarter when Andrew Allen was able to escape, keep his poise and composure, get the ball downfield, and Cyril Curry made a really an unbelievable catch. He probably got up to nearly 12 feet and grabbed it, and it was a long run. That sort of was a little bit of a backbreaker for them because it appeared to be a big loss in the sack. One of our few breakdowns in pass protection this week. So, you know, overall, you know, I feel like we're taking that next step.
Yeah, that wasn't, you know, that Jim Thorpe is not as bad as what that score was, because, you know, I saw the first connect from, you know, the quarterback to the receiver, and I was sitting in the stands. I said, well, this might be a long night. I mean, they look good.
No doubt.
You know, and I think it was like a 6 or 7 yard gain. But
offensively, they are a very good football team, and they scored a lot of points against people, and they got a lot of yards last year against people. So, you know, we had to work really hard to defend them, especially in the perimeter, especially with the passing game, and especially with the quarterback runs. You know, this week, Luke Kane will run a ball. He's a big body, the quarterback at Tamaqua, but he's not. That's not their focal point. Running him is not their focal point. They try to take care and protect him a little more. You know, they'll certainly run the football with their running backs, and they're a great big edge team, and they're a great big misdirection team. So this week's a totally different element of preparation in terms of offenses.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say like week 3 is this huge game, but it is. This is a huge game, and you know, you're getting a test on a, you know, maybe people outside of Tamaqua, a surprising 2-0 team that's, you know, played really well. So this is a great test, and you know, this is high school football. I mean, now you're getting into the thick of it.
You know, this is a Schuylkill Colonial League game. It's a division game. It's an opportunity to get to 2-0 in the league here. You know, we talk a lot about Friday night opportunities here. You know, you don't get very many. You know, we're only guaranteed 4 more, and about playing our best football here at the stadium. You know, and getting better every week, and have an opportunity to be the show on Friday night. So it's another opportunity this week, and it's an opportunity this week, I think, to. You know, I don't think people expected Tamaqua to be 2-0, and they're a very good football team. You know, and they beat a very good Schuylkill team last week. So certainly, it's going to be a really big early season challenge to see where we are.
Coach, good luck week 3, and let's get the W again.
Thank you, Alfredo.
Thank you.